Welcome back to Marketing for Your Future here on Daily Ad Brief. I'm Howard Walpoff, your host. Again, we're talking about marketing with marketing experts from around the country. Today, we are in New Jersey with Ramon Ray of Smart Hustle Media. And Ramon, welcome to our conversation today.
Hey, Howard, thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here from the vacation capital of the world. I say that in jest. And thanks for allowing me to serve your audience. Thanks so much, Howard.
How you got started in the marketing industry?
Yeah, it was kind of, I wouldn't say fully by accident, but the nutshell is what Smart Hustle Media is today. We work with very, very large brands and help them reach very, very small businesses. And then we have a community of thousands of small businesses that turn to us for help with growing their businesses. And it got started by accident. I was in the world of bulletin board systems, slow modems, all that kind of stuff, Prodigy and AOL. That's the range of time, at least when I started. And I think I discovered somehow that you can produce content, bring community together, and somebody will help you pay you to monetize that community. That's the essence of how I got started. The second point that I think of mine historically, as it were, is two media companies. One was Inc., one was Black Enterprise. So, Ramon, can you write for us? And I'm like, you're going to pay me to write? So if that's helpful, Howard, that was kind of this world of content and audience and eyeballs and knowing that a brand would say, hey, we'll sponsor said content. So that's kind of how I started. And I've been doing that for the past 20 plus years and doing events and content as well. So thank you.
Well, those are definitely great places to have your content and your writing in. I'm sure that helped grow your audience with the type of audience that they have. But really helping small businesses and people having these ideas and getting them off the ground and rolling. How do you get started with them? What kind of questions you're asking when you're connecting with one of these new entrepreneurs looking for that path to success?
Sure. I think, Howard, one of the things that people are trying to do, they get so enamored with the product. Oh, it's my, red cup. It's my widget, whatever it is that me. I'm so interested in this. My mother gave me this idea, right? But as you probably know, Howard, that's where people make the mistake. What's more important is who's the customer? Who's the audience? What's the problem they have? How is this tool, widget, gadget, thingamajiggy going to help them? So what I try to help people see is that, yes, I know you're enamored with it. You think your fancy blue shirt or your widget is so important, but let's first find out what's the customer want. What's their problem? And at some times, of course, they may not even know they have the problem. We have to do a better job of explaining, you have a problem. You need to laugh more. You need to learn how to play guitar. You need to sleep better, whatever it may be. Then we have the right to educate them that our solution can solve their problem.
I think it comes down to the basics of marketing, which really is communication. You need to communicate different things to people, and really it's how they feel in the process. Your point of me means absolutely little to nothing. It's about how they are, how their thought process is. What is it that you're getting into their minds that helps them, that answers the questions that they have going on in their heads?
That's right. And some of the best commercials, right? And et cetera, the advertising and all that is about, we see the cup of coffee, we see the person driving the car, we see, the car crash, whatever it is, it evokes. And I think that's another word, right? Maya Angelou, doesn't matter what you say, it's how people feel, even though she wasn't quote unquote an advertiser or a media person, et cetera. Yeah, she had something there. When you made people feel good and they have that moment, you know you're in the right direction.
Yeah, she definitely had a way with words, and they brought a lot of value to people in many different ways. Looking to the future, obviously, if you're making sounds of modems, you've been around for a while in this industry. Where do you see some of the evolution of the next places people can really make their mark to really hit an audience and get a response from?
Yeah, I think a few things. We're always going to have big, large brands, of course, but I think it's going niche, especially for the smaller businesses, building your own communities and being a rock star there, being the celebrity CEO of that, as I talk about, or invoking Seth Godin. I think that's one. I think point two, for the smaller businesses, even though we talk about AI and metaverse and NFTs and all these things, I believe they're not going to have to do a lot of it themselves. But the larger brands will embed a lot of these things into it and make it easier for their smaller business to leverage to build a better customer experience for their customers. So that's what I think, one small slice of where the future may be, smaller communities and definitely leveraging advanced technologies, but embedded in simple ways to access them and get it done.
Well, I think you definitely have something with the concepts that you are seeing for the future. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot of the concepts that you are sharing with your clients and directing these businesses. And I know that's going to get them off in the right direction. So, Ramon, we thank you so much for joining us and everything that you shared with us today.
Howard, thanks for having me. It's good to be here. You're a lot of fun. Thanks.
And thank you all for joining us as well. What a great example of not just energy, but the experience and the thought process to get companies moving forward and getting started and really seeing success. There are a lot of great paths that you can take, but having someone to really guide you through the right one is so important. We have more information here for you to check out here on Daily Ad Brief, so please do. But go and have a great rest of today, and I'll see you next time on Marketing for Your Future.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.